Welcome to the European Association for Higher Education Advancement's YouTube and podcast channel. Today, we're going to tackle a question that's probably on a lot of minds. Is going to university
Yeah.
really the golden ticket to a successful career?
It's a question that sparks debate, for sure.
It does.
And there are passionate views on all sides.
Absolutely. But instead of just opinions, we're going to try to ground ourselves in some solid research today.
All right.
Specifically, an article from the European Association for Higher Education Advancement.
Right?
They're all about quality and high standards in higher education, so their perspective is definitely valuable.
Right. They have a lot of insights to offer.
So in this deep dive, we'll unpack their take on the whole university-career connection.
Okay.
Get ready for some surprising benefits of university that you might not have considered, and we'll also explore why some people find amazing success without a degree.
Interesting.
Think Bill Gates, Oprah, even Steve Jobs, all incredible achievers who took a different path.
It's true. There's no one-size-fits-all route to success. But understanding the different options and their potential impact can be super helpful when you're figuring out your own journey.
Exactly. Whether you're currently applying to universities knee-deep in textbooks or already navigating the working world,
Right.
this deep dive has something for you.
I think that's a great way to put it.
Now let's dive into this EAHEA article.
All right.
One of their first points is about how university equips you with valuable skills.
Okay.
Beyond just your specific subject matter, we're talking about things like critical thinking, problem solving,
Yeah.
and effective communication. The EAHEA calls these soft skills.
And those skills are in high demand across industries.
Yeah, it seems like that's a big buzzword these days.
It is.
Yes.
You know, it's fascinating how the world of work is changing so rapidly. We're seeing automation,
Oh, yeah.
globalization, even the rise of the gig economy.
Wow, so in this fast-paced environment, why are these soft skills becoming so crucial?
What makes them stand out?
Think about it this way.
Okay.
These days, it's not enough to just be an expert in one narrow field.
Right.
You need to be adaptable,
Uh-huh.
a quick learner,
Yeah.
and able to communicate effectively across diverse teams, often remotely.
Oh, wow.
That's where these soft skills really shine.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
You need to be able to see the bigger picture, connect the dots, and clearly explain your ideas to others.
Precisely.
Okay.
And the EAHEA makes the case that university is a fantastic training ground for this.
Interesting.
It pushes you to think critically,
Yeah.
challenge assumptions,
Right.
and collaborate with others.
Yeah.
These aren't just theoretical exercises. They are the building blocks for navigating real-world challenges in any career.
That makes so much sense. It's like building a mental toolkit that you can take with you anywhere.
Exactly.
And the EAHEA also highlighted the networking opportunities that come with university,
Yes.
internships, research projects.
Even just being surrounded by professors and professionals in your field.
Right.
It's like a built-in network waiting to be tapped into.
That's a great point. Those early connections
Yeah.
can be game changers when you're starting your career.
Yeah.
For sure. Think about it.
Oh.
Mentorship advice. Even just having someone who can vouch for your skills.
It's like having a head start in a race.
Yeah.
You're already ahead of the curve because of those relationships you built during your university years.
Exactly. And these connections often open doors to internships,
Oh, for sure.
job opportunities,
Yeah.
and valuable insights you wouldn't get otherwise.
Wow.
It's not just about who you know, it's about learning from the experiences and wisdom of those who have already walked the path you're interested in.
I could definitely see the value in that.
Yeah.
But let's be real. We also see tons of successful people who didn't follow the traditional university route.
Right.
I mean, think about Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, even Oprah. They all achieved incredible success without a college degree.
It's true.
Are they just the exceptions to the rule? Or is there something more to it?
That's where things get really interesting. Because it challenges the assumption that university is the only path to success.
So are you saying there isn't a magic formula?
Exactly. The EAH acknowledges that there are many paths to success, and some fields prioritize skills and experience over formal education.
Like the tech world.
Uh-huh.
Creative fields,
Yeah.
entrepreneurship,
Right.
all those areas where it's more about what you can do than where you went to school.
Exactly. A portfolio of projects, a track record, or even just a brilliant idea can be more valuable than a degree in those domains.
Right.
And let's not forget those exceptional cases like Bill Gates and Oprah.
Yeah.
They demonstrate that a strong drive and a willingness to take risks can be just as important as formal education.
So it sounds like there are these two worlds emerging.
Yeah.
One where a degree is still expected,
Right.
and another where it's more about the skills and experience you bring to the table.
Yeah.
But how do you navigate that as someone trying to figure out their own path?
It's true.
It can feel overwhelming.
There's no easy answer.
Right.
The decision of whether or not to go to university is deeply personal and should align with your goals,
Okay.
strengths, interests, and even your risk tolerance.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But if someone came to you for advice,
Mm.
what would you tell them to consider?
First, I ask them about their passions.
Okay.
What kind of impact do they want to make on the world?
Mhm.
What truly excites them?
Because those passions could lead them down very different paths, right?
Absolutely. Then we'd look at the specific field they want to enter.
Okay.
Does it require a degree? Are there alternative paths like apprenticeships,
Right.
boot camps, or building a portfolio independently?
Yeah.
It's about researching and understanding the landscape of their chosen field.
And I imagine you'd also emphasize the importance of those soft skills we discussed earlier.
Yes.
Critical thinking, communication, problem solving.
Without a doubt, those are the skills that make you adaptable and resilient no matter what path you choose.
Yeah.
And don't underestimate the power of hard work,
Right.
determination, and a willingness to take risks.
Uh-huh.
Those qualities can be just as important as a degree,
Okay.
sometimes even more important.
So it's not just about what you know.
Right.
It's about your drive, your willingness to learn and adapt, and your courage to pursue your goals.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Wow.
And the EEE echoes that sentiment.
Okay.
They emphasize that while university is a valuable stepping stone for many,
Right.
it's not the only path to a fulfilling and successful career. There's no one-size-fits-all answer.
That's actually a really empowering message.
It is.
It means that regardless of your background or circumstances, you have the power to shape your own future.
Exactly. And remember, learning doesn't stop after graduation, whether you have a degree or not.
That's true.
The most successful people are lifelong learners, constantly seeking out new knowledge, new skills, and new challenges.
Which is why we do this deep dive in the first place, right? To keep learning, keep growing, keep exploring new ideas.
Absolutely. And in that spirit of continuous learning,
Yeah.
I think it's worth considering one more aspect of the university experience that we haven't touched on yet.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What other aspect of the university experience are you thinking about?
Well, we've talked a lot about career success.
Yeah.
But what about personal fulfillment? Can university play a role in helping someone discover their passion, even if it doesn't lead to a traditional high-paying job?
That's a really interesting question. I mean, we often hear about people finding their calling in university,
Yeah,
maybe through a particular class or a professor who inspires them.
exactly. University exposes you to a diverse range of subjects and perspectives. It's a place where you can explore different fields, discover hidden talents, and connect with like-minded individuals. It's like a giant sandbox for intellectual exploration.
It's like that saying, you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
University opens up all these possibilities that you might never have considered otherwise.
Precisely. And even if you don't end up in a career directly related to your major, the knowledge and skills you acquire can enrich your life in countless ways.
Yeah.
It's about expanding your horizons, cultivating your curiosity, and becoming a well-rounded individual.
So maybe the real value of university isn't just about boosting your earning potential,
Right.
but about expanding your potential as a human being.
I think that's beautifully put. It's about cultivating your mind, your heart, your soul, and discovering what truly makes you come alive.
Wow.
And who knows, that journey of self-discovery might lead you to a fulfilling career,
Yeah.
or it might take you on a completely different adventure. The important thing is to embrace the journey and be open to the possibilities.
I love that perspective. It's not just about the destination. It's about the growth and self-discovery that happens along the way.
Yeah.
So to wrap things up, it seems like the relationship between university and success, whether it's in your career or your personal life, is much more nuanced than we often think.
Absolutely. The EAE encourages us to consider the individual,
Right.
their passions, the field they want to enter,
Yeah.
and the importance of personal drive alongside those traditional qualifications.
Right.
It's a much more holistic and empowering view of success.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
And for anyone listening who might be feeling lost or unsure about their own path,
Yeah.
I think this conversation offers a lot of hope.
It does.
There's so many ways to create a fulfilling and successful life, and it all starts with figuring out what truly matters to you.
Well said.
This has been such a fascinating deep dive. It's clear that the decision of whether or not to go to university is a deeply personal one, and there's no right or wrong answer. The key is to weigh the different factors, consider your own goals and aspirations, and choose the path that feels right for you.
And never stop exploring, learning, and growing.
A huge thank you to the European Association for Higher Education Advancement for providing the thought-provoking article that sparked this conversation. They're doing incredible work to champion quality and innovation in higher education. Please don't forget to follow the European Association for Higher Education Advancement on YouTube and social media. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.